here. So it's recorded double, so I don't want to lose anything. All right. Today, which ones we had? We had old stuff. Do I say that correct? Was that one of the challenges? Yes. Old stuff, because I didn't have it prepared. Uh-oh. And I had I have to look. Maybe you guys can help me here. Memories of a party we did. Mom and Dad. Is this that time? No, that was last time.
First 5 years?
The first 5 years we did. Thank you. The first 5 years and a favorite season.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are the ones for today. All right. Excellent. So, Roland, you already have the mic open. Something you want to do? You want to start?
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. Okay. And you know how to share. You did it last time as well.
Oh, I uploaded them. I can share as well. First, I have a question
Oh, of course.
about the cards. The cards are inspiring to make some photographs.
Mhm.
We're discussing them, but um, what is exactly the purpose? Where are we focusing on? Is it about the story? Is it about the quality of the pictures? Or that's last time I focused on.
I didn't make it
Yeah.
clear. Yes. Well, that's up to you as well as a photographer, because I think that we all are quite unique. The thing what I'd like to do is, of course, I always look at farewell photography in certain ways, and I found that there are so many ways that we can help people who have lost someone in the past or at the moment.
Mhm.
And photographs tend to just do capture a moment in time. Yeah. And that's what we say. We keep a memory by just capturing that moment in time. So basically, that's what photographers do most of the time, is making memories. Yeah, they make it count. But yeah, we can philosophize about this in many ways. And I figured that having cards that help you um, connect in different ways. And first of all, that if we're trying to make these images for ourselves to understand what it means to you and what
Mhm.
your qualities are and how you figure, um, yeah, you will work with these cards, maybe using them with clients. Because if you know what you've done with them yourself, which will be different for all of each one of us,
Mhm.
then I think that we have more ideas of how we can help other people and work with the cards even for the clients. So there are different ways. And then, of course, like some people love to learn more about the technicalities about them. Other people really love to dig deeper into the storyline. Other
Mhm.
people like to look at how images built up in terms of contrast, in terms of framing, lines, what we can all look at. And actually, let me start out because I have this card and actually it's not translated yet. But since we're all here with Dutchies, I think we can all look at that and see it. And let me see if I can get it here online for you guys. So this is a card. This is designed by a Dutch woman photographer who helps other photographers as well. And it's called the Manders driehoek. So driehoek stands for triangle. And Yvonne Manders, here her name is, designed this in order to work with people and helping them. Like, what is it that we can see in a certain picture? Is it how the picture balances out, you know, how we say it's the composition is wonderful in a certain way, or do we look at more symbolism maybe in it, or do we look for more how there's a movement or a time captured in it? So obviously, sometimes it's just one thing. If you just have a picture of just a red carpet, then, well, there's nothing much than just red carpet. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it's just a color that stands out to me and it captures me and it does something to me physically or emotionally. That's possible. Or you can say, well, blah, I hate it. It's red.
Okay.
And then there are other photographs that will have the personal expression of the photographer in it, or the personal expression of somebody, you know, having a strange face in it. Or if it's just a picture of just nature, then maybe it might be just with lines, you know, like the horizon is at a certain spot, or the trees are planted in a way. So we can talk about these things and see that there might be different things that we can address in a picture. So this is what today that I wanted to introduce this triangle.
Mm.
So you can look at a picture and say, hey, it is aesthetically doing something to me, and that's at this end of the triangle. It's giving me a certain message, and that's at this end of the triangle, or it just informs us about something. And that can even be a very simple thing. We'll see some examples today.
Mm.
Does this help you enough?
I hope. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good, good. I mean, it doesn't answer everything, of course, but yeah. And then, you know, aesthetics is really something that we decide that we,
Mhm.
you or I like, you know. What I
Mhm.
like doesn't mean that you have to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me stop this for now. Are
Okay.
there
I
any
will.
other questions? Always dig in here and mention them, ask them, or put them in the chat so I can address it with you guys. Yes. Roland, if you want to
I will
share,
share. Yes.
go ahead. Yes.
This one share. Can you see it?
I see
Oh.
a part of it, I think.
Um. Now?
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Absolutely. Haha,
Yes, but it will not
space.
say anything without a story.
I get it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess this is not old stuff to me. First 5 years, maybe,
No, took it
or
today.
favorite season? I
No, no, first 5 years.
The first 5 years. All right. Excellent.
Yes.
Because of course,
Um,
very young you. Well, I think this in a way that it looks like we're inside something. It might be a washing machine,
exactly.
and we're looking out as if I crawled in that machine, and we have a
Yeah,
different point of view. But
yeah.
yeah, gladly hear your story.
I put in a cell phone and it took a
Mhm.
photograph of me from inside the washing machine. Yeah, first 5 years you don't remember much about that time, so you have to pick up the stories from your parents. And I when I put on the washing machine today, I
Yeah.
will think about what happened when I was young. I was in the how do I call it? The box as
Yeah.
a child.
Playpen. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and my mother always told me you were very intrigued by the washing machine. She put me in front of the thing, and I was silent for hours. So it's you see different colors. It's always different, and the thing turns, and
Mhm.
it made me
Mesmerizing.
relax. And
Mhm. Mhm.
still, when I put it on, I always look if it starts, and there's something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I make this picture, yeah, about the stories about myself. I took it in black and white to
Mhm. Mhm.
read that. that's more like 50 years ago. It was mostly black and white, so that's
Yes.
why I made it black and white. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the story. I think, yeah, that reminds me about the first 5 years.
Excellent. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah. So now aesthetically, I think it's really cool that you framed it this way, that you used the inside of the washing machine to put yourself inside that. So it's
Hmm.
a frame inside the frame. I mean, what I mean is that this is the frame for just, the image of you,
Hmm.
and the frame of the camera lens is basically the outside frame here.
Yeah.
Um, and then, of course, that there's the reflection of light. So did you have the flashlight turned on as well?
Yes. Inside,
Yeah,
it was pretty
yeah.
dark. So yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, of course. Yep. So that works really well. And photography is about lighting. So, Roland, to me, that it means that you really do think about the pictures that you take and that you've learned a lot from other photographers as well.
Hmm.
Wasn't it ever once an assignment in like Get the Picture, the TV show? Did
Yeah, I guess so. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It was not something that popped to me, but
No, 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 I
like you
understand.
mentioned now, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think I've
Yes,
seen I've seen part of the images that
there
famous
was.
dudes do, and then they get assignments as a for a photographer to do something. And yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
great. Yeah. Now, in the first 5 years, you obviously didn't carry a camera around. Um, so does this have any symbolical way?
I don't know. I don't know, understand the question.
Nee, ik zal hem in het Nederlands zeggen.
Yeah.
Ja. Tot je eerste 5 jaar was jij nog niet aan het fotograferen. Je hebt
Hmm.
nu wel gekozen om ook je camera voor jezelf te zetten.
Ja.
Dus heeft het een bepaalde symboliek dat je daarvoor hebt gekozen?
Nou, ik moest erop. Maar ja. Kijk, die wasmachine had mij, zag mij ook, zeg maar.
Ja.
Ehm, ik heb nog wel gezocht naar een foto. Ik heb nog wel ergens een foto dat ik ervoor zit, volgens mij. Maar ik kon hem niet vinden. Anders had ik hem
Nee, oké. Oké.
aan de buitenkant.
No, it's just a question. Good.
Ja,
Okay. Yeah.
ja.
Thanks. Next picture, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see this?
No, I think you have to stop first. So this
To
one.
stop first. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe the escape button.
Yeah. Mm, hang on, I have to open it first. Yeah. Share.
Yeah, excellent.
That's the one.
There you are, skiing.
Favorite season.
Favorite season. Yeah. Oh, wow. And
Well, yeah.
yeah.
It's I like the summer, but the summer is for me very busy. I do mainly weddings, so it's very busy time in the spring and summer.
Mhm.
And the winter is it's more time to relax and well, skiing we do it for about I guess so 25 years. So that's you let everything thing go and you, you go to the mountain and you just go skiing and there's nothing to think about, only to get well, at the end. So my daughter saw this on. I actually standing still. My daughter saw this on Instagram. She's on in my back, putting the snow up and make it like very
Looks like-
interesting picture, but
yeah,
it
absolutely. Looks like you're going down
yeah.
fast and
I
making
should
all
not
these.
have told that, but
No.
yeah,
Well, that's just for the inside of us. It's like
yeah,
excellent. They made it a very actionable image. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
It
it's not
worked
a
very well. I mean, and that is so cool about knowing tricks and knowing how how an image captures just that moment in time and how you can just fake it, with
yeah, yeah,
throwing snow up and that captures it in a moment in time.
yeah.
Why does a picture work so well? It has many reasons. If I think back on the triangle, of course, then there's quite some uh, vlakverdeling. Parts of like, one third is kind of white, one third is, well, maybe two thirds are white, kind of, but one third is blue, and then you're just in the spot and just not only in the middle. You're not just in the middle, you're just in a diagonal way, kind of, and in a very active mode. So the balance in this photograph really works
Mm,
well, I think. And you stand out because of the lighting as well. It's excellent. I mean, if you don't know how to light in snowy areas, then you can get too dark of an image usually.
mhm,
Yeah. So the white balance, yeah, works very well because you can already see here the snow here isn't actually that white. It's kind of starting to become gray. So I think you could even light it up more if you are, you know,
yeah,
really into this sense of doing that. But I think it doesn't matter so much because really your skin color is actually great.
yeah,
So it evens it out by the blue sky very well. Yep. All right. Is there anybody
yeah.
else who wants to add to us talking about it? Always feel welcome. And otherwise, I would invite you to go on to the next one if there is another one.
I'll stop
Stop
sharing.
sharing this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Are we gonna see another one, Roland? Or are you done?
Sorry, I only had to
No, it's
practice.
excellent
Yeah,
because
yeah,
then I'm checking it first. Good.
yeah.
Let's see. I see Miriam, I see Yolanda, I see Yvonne, and Jeff already has sent something to me. So who's next? Put it up, please. Yeah, Miriam. And so you open up your audio. 'Cause, yeah, now I should hear you.
Oh, dempen. Nee, alles is, nou ben ik het kwijt. Ehm, als het goed is, hoor je me nu of niet?
Ja, ja.
Oh,
Helemaal
oké. Ja, ik ben alleen het beeld kwijt. Wacht, ja, nee. Eh, ja, nou ben ik er. Hey, als het goed is, heb jij de foto's via de mail.
Let me see. I found pictures of Yolanda. Let me see, Miriam.
Ja. Ik heb ze op dat mailadres
Mhm.
gezet.
No, I got the ones of last week with the
Ze
mushrooms.
staan ook in dat.
Okay, then I go to the website Farewell Focus. Yes?
Ja,
I'm
ik
seeing
heb
that.
ze ook in de dingen in de. Waar we
Yeah,
kunnen
in the
reageren.
group meeting.
Staan ze allebei in.
Okay, let me see.
Want ik kan dus niet via, hier kan ik niet delen.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find them here. I've seen something. And Jan had sent something here too. Yep, I already had seen it for you.
Ik heb twee foto's.
And I hope
Ja.
that I can share them on Zoom as well. Except I don't see, yeah.
Yeah,
Does it move this way too or no?
it's too big, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit large. Yeah. Excellent. Your old stuff, your old jacket, and this is your daughter wearing it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it Lee?
Lois.
Lois.
Ja.
Sorry. Sorry, Lee. Sorry, Lois. Got it all wrong.
Deze jas die heb ik toen ik 15 was, denk ik, gekregen.
Mhm.
En daar was ik helemaal gek mee met die jas. Dus die is ook altijd bij me gebleven. En mijn dochter draagt hem nu. Dus ik vond dat wel passen bij old stuff.
Excellent.
Ja, en ik
Very
dacht,
vintage.
ja,
Yeah.
precies.
Yeah. And if you would have a picture of you wearing it next to it, then it could be a nice mix of two items, I think.
Ja.
Because the crop top is something of nowadays. I don't think you did that, did you? Bare belly?
I did this. I made this picture this week.
No, I know, but when you wore the jacket, did you have a crop top, a short top underneath it at the time ever?
No.
No.
Yeah, I have one picture of it, but I couldn't find it.
And there you go. Yeah.
I was looking for it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, what we can say is aesthetically is it's interesting because we all do recognize it immediately. I mean, jean jackets, who hasn't worn one ever, or yeah, owns one, or at least know it very well, you know? And it doesn't matter if you are a favorite of Lois or Lee or Levi's or just no brand at all. We all know jean jackets. You chose to have a black background and a black top, so even her hair stands out next to this jeans, and it reflects very well. You know, the two colors really match really good. And then the Lois has the same color, the brand mark here. It's just,
yeah,
it makes it stand out even more.
yeah,
So I think it works really well. Yeah. The contrast, the coloring, and it would even, if you would turn it to a black and white photo, it would still work. Except now you see very vividly that your daughter has red hair. Is it her own color as well?
yes.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I made it in black and white, and then it's not the same.
No, of course not. Nope.
The color of the hair is
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes it very personal as well.
Yeah.
Because black and white, it would still be a recognizable picture, but it doesn't make it your daughter anymore.
Yeah, klopt.
And the personal factor is gone. Yeah, so that works really, really well. You did a good job, and I enjoy looking at also the lines, you know, of not only the stitches, but also here just her shoulder and her hair. It's, yeah, I like the way you framed it very much.
Okay.
So I'd like to know, just for my sake, did you frame it exactly like this, taking the photograph, or did you crop it later?
A little bit crop, but I made the picture, not with the head, and but a little bit under, a little bit, beetje kleiner gemaakt. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
the frame
yeah.
is a bit smaller now.
Ja, maar het hoofd.
Right. And then did you use the studio because it's such a black backdrop, or how did you do that?
In Lightroom.
In Lightroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can, if you really
Yeah.
it, you can kind of see it a bit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's natural lighting. That it worked. It works really well.
Yeah.
All right, cool, Miriam. I think that was another one.
Yeah.
Here's one here.
Ja.
And this is your favorite season.
Ja, ik hou van de lente, ik hou van de herfst. ik hou ook van de zomer, maar de lente en de herfst, met name de dagen dat de eerste en de laatste zon is, dat vind ik prachtig. Dat zijn cadeautjes, vind ik altijd. Als de eerste dagen dat het mooi warm weer is en de zon zo schijnt, dat voelt voor mij als een cadeautje. En dit was in de herfst, dat was een van de latere mooie dagen in de herfst. Toen was er wat mist. En dat er nog een beetje nevel hong, kwam die zonstralen kwamen gewoon zo door die bomen. Dus dat vond ik heel mooi.
Yeah,
En
wonderful.
mijn hond komt er aan te gerenen. En ja, dus
Yeah,
dit is gewoon niet bewerkt. Het is gewoon puur, ja.
yeah, it works really well. I mean, you can always say something like, well, there's too many highlights. I like it, it could have been more for that it didn't bleach out all the grass, but I think it doesn't matter because what it captures is just the lighting, and like you say, that it's a little bit wet air, and it works. And because here, if this was darker, then you wouldn't even see the leaves, and you wouldn't even know exactly that it's autumn time.
Mhm.
Yeah, then you could be mistaken. It's like springtime, but in the spring we don't have as many leaves, and we don't have as many changes in colors in this way.
Ja. Hij
Yeah.
is niet helemaal scherp, maar ja, ik vond hem gewoon heel mooi.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is more of a picture that has a feeling with it, an emotional feel. I mean, the joy of the dog running, the lighting coming in, it has a certain playfulness in it, and all the lines coming in of not just the trees standing up, but also in the lines of the sunbeams, the sun rays coming in. And I like the fact, to me, that it is asymmetrical. That is just something I like. So the dog is not framed in the middle. The horizontal line here is not in the middle. There is just a corner here that is, has the darker, so it frames in the dog even. So to me, I think it works quite well.
Ja,
Yeah.
oké.
Yeah. Did you crop this as well, or?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Ja,
Yeah. So that means that you do want it in a certain way as well.
ja,
Cool. Thank you, Miriam.
ja. Dit was de last.
Those were your two.
Ja.
Excellent. I know there's a couple more here I saw one of Jan. He's not here, so first I want to go to the people who are here, and then we can add to them. Let's see if I can find you guys back. La, la, la. Now I'm missing you guys. Where is the screen? I hear you.
We zijn er nog hoor.
Yeah, I know it. I just don't see it. That's good. There's too much stuff going on my computer. That's why. Mhm. This is crazy. Anyhow, who's next? Maybe you can just start sharing and then I'll find you. Something here.
Niet. Wie gaat er eerst? Ik kom net binnen.
I can hear you. It's fine. It's fine. If you're going on, I just can't find you. This is really odd.
Oh, we kunnen niet delen, want jij...
Oh, we have to stop.
Ja.
That's why I don't see you. Stop sharing. That's... Oh, gosh. Silly machines. Oh, thank you. Hello, Patricia. Okay, Yolanda, are you ready to share as well? You may have been waiting a bit longer than Patricia.
Ja, ik denk dat ik het wel kan delen.
Excellent.
Even kijken. Delen. Nu geeft hij weer allemaal rare meldingen. Even kijken. Jullie kunnen het denk ik niet zien nu, hè?
Not yet.
Mm, even kijken. Nou, er staat hier van alles dat ik aan mijn instellingen nog moet wijzigen. Maar ik had ze jou ook op de mail gestuurd, dus ik weet niet of jij ze makkelijk
Then I'll
kunt
open them.
delen.
Yep, you did. Let me open them for you.
Oké, thank you.
That makes life easier sometimes. Here
Yeah,
we go.
yeah,
There
for
we
now it
go.
is.
There we go.
Okay, this is not for today's challenge, but for the last one. But I
I'll
wasn't
do
there.
it anyhow. It doesn't matter.
No, okay. This is memories of my mom.
She was the
Well,
knitting person.
oh yes, she was a knitting lady. And every evening when we joined with the family, we were watching TV and you heard her knitting like tick, tick, tick every evening.
Yeah, those
And
knitting.
I was a swimmer when I was a kid, and my mom always joins me with the to the training.
Aha,
And
yeah.
she was on the side, always knitting with another mother.
Oh, wow.
So when I think of my mom, I always think about knitting.
Yeah, yeah.
She likes to knit. She's still alive.
Oh, wow. How old is she?
She's 72 now, and she always knits for family, so we can stay warm in winter. And if we don't want any knitting anymore, she knits for charity.
Ah, that sounds good as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the photograph. I like the fact that you worked with the depth of field. That shows that you know how to work a camera with its aperture. And it works extra since you are so close by.
Yeah.
And let me see. There is a drawing thing here. Do you see this too as well? The drawing pin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it there, but anyhow, I was looking if I could see the pin of it, and it is the starting of the pen.
Yeah.
There, I can use it. There, it's gone. So yeah, that works. I guess then I can do some stuff. This part here, I like the fact that it's still in there.
Okay.
At least one of them is in there. Even though I can recognize it, but we understand that, you know, the image goes on beyond there
Hmm.
by this pin. But that there's at least one in it, and it doesn't have to be in focus because you know, our mind already fills this in. So that works for me.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter what she's making. So like we don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be a shawl? Is it going to be a sweater? Is it going to be, we don't know, but it doesn't really matter because that's not the story.
No.
No,
Okay, clear.
that's clear.
Yeah.
And it feels like this is actually really big, large, bolletje wol, what you call it?
It's just normal size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because somehow, you know, because you're so close by. So for me, it's like, yeah, it's like what you're saying. She's always doing it. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do this in numerous ways. You can do this by showing there is a lot knitted already and that there's a lot and that, you know, there's like a basket full of knitting wool. But what you just showed it by just one. And still I can get the feeling of like this is a lot.
Okay.
Also by the number of, you know, the whole pen and it, yeah. And maybe that's just me filling in because I just heard that story. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. I like this. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and you did the same thing. It's like there's a little diagonal here. There's, you know, the lines of how this is, yeah, rounded up, wound up. I think that she has to do that before she starts, right? Or sometimes you can get the wool already nicely rolled up, but this one looks like she did it by hand somehow.
Yeah, mostly she did by hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that must be female talk.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and to me, this doesn't even look like a common stitch, if you call it a stitch, a knit. It may,
Uh,
but it
I
looks like
know nothing about knitting,
you know
so
nothing about it.
really don't know.
Okay. Well, then we're going into the, see, not just not the technical parts of the photograph, but also on the inhoud of like the meaning of what is it that we see. And yeah, if there's anybody who wants to jump in and say something as well, then feel free to do so. Okay, if it's okay, I'll go to the next image.
Yes.
And Miriam, or Yolanda, excuse me, Yolanda, I'll go to the next one, obviously, because I have this one as well. Is this also of last time?
No, this is from now.
Okay, okay.
This is my first 5 years.
Aha, there we go.
Yeah. When I was 6 months old,
Yeah.
I went to hospital for a couple of months. And these are the stuffed animals that I got when I was there.
Ah,
And when I was a child, I played with them a lot. And now, 42 years later, they're still in my house, but they're on a shelf
mhm.
against the ceiling, far away. But sometimes I take a look at them
Yeah,
and think about the stories. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and being in a hospital for as a child is quite different. It's a time that sticks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember it, but my parents told me a lot about it, and
Yeah.
they had a hard time.
Well, that is what that makes it all the difference to you as well, their stories.
Yeah.
You know that it made impact to them. And in that for that reason made an impact on your life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's made an imprint in you, and for that reason, I'm sure that you've kept these animals. Okay, you chose to make them black and white.
Yes.
That makes them very much a family in this way.
Yeah.
And here I'm going to be cross to you because somehow I feel like the depth of field should have been on these little bears in the front.
Okay. Yeah.
Why is that? It's like last time I spoke about the fact that, we like to look at something and we recognize it immediately. That's two eyes
Hmm.
and a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's what we look at immediately. And these look at us straight, and this one looks kind of
Oh, yeah. I
towards
see
the
it. Yeah.
ceiling, up. This one does too. This one looks to the side.
Yeah.
So these, yeah, are a bit more interesting to me, and
Yeah.
yet they're out of focus.
Yeah.
So I either, if it were an assignment that I have to grade you on, I would ask you to do it again and come back and make one either with the focus on the only two of these and then in the back a bit more further away, or say try and make them all the same visible.
Okay. Yeah.
The depth of field, because you don't need the depth of field as much. It's all one family.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that's just a bit cross. It doesn't mean that you did anything bad because your story is still good. And that's the feeling that you get. And maybe if so I go back on this and say, well, bullshit, Boukje, that's not what it's about. Let's take all this stuff out because I was young and I don't remember the hospital, so it's blurry to me. And that's the story.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about it, and I am wondering if I would have taken the picture on the other way, because the bear with the little one, that one is the most important for me.
Ah, that's why. Yep, yep.
but maybe it should be more centered.
Yeah, I cannot tell they're the most important to you.
No, I understand. But this way, this is just how they are on the shelf
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
that is family life. This is how close you might want to feel as a child to be, embraced as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Excellent.
Thank you.
So there's another one I know.
Yeah, I had also a
Another
favorite
one.
season.
Season, your favorite season. Here it is.
Yes. I made this picture today.
How?
Sunny spring day.
Hmm.
And I like spring because it's a season of growth, growing, strength.
Hmm.
And I like that. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
In nature and also at myself. Yeah. Spring is always a good time.
excellent. And this green absolutely is a bright new green color, fresh, light, not faded away yet, is just starting new. And other trees, they still have to wait, and it takes them longer to make leaves. Yep.
Yeah.
So for color wise, absolutely wonderful day. Blue skies, don't we all love that? And okay. To me, I think that you may have used just a mobile phone to make this.
No, I use my camera.
Used your camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Then why I say this, because we have on a mobile, we have the way of like getting more image in the frame, and it's a wide angle a bit, and it's a wide angle because I can see, I don't know if this tree part usually is also straight or not, but we have this, and I'm thinking it's more wide angle. I'm not sure.
It's a 24 millimeter.
Yeah, that's a tiny bit more than we can handle with our eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with our eyes, our a 50 millimeter on a full frame lens is
Mhm.
just straight, and there's nothing that is distorted.
Yeah, I tried at 50 millimeters, but
Uh-huh.
I want to take the whole tree in the frame.
Yeah. And then you need to take steps back.
Yeah, but I
Or
also
it's
like
just,
the fence at the left.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just something I like better.
Yeah.
So it is just me, my personal favorite.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that way, to me, truth is a value. And sometimes the truth can be really distorted in a way that we believe it anyhow. Like we saw the picture of Roland on his skis with the snow behind him. It looks like he created that snow. In fact, it wasn't. So that wasn't very truthful. But as soon as a lens starts distortion, then it's like, okay, the surroundings don't feel correct to me. It's
Okay.
crazy, but it's just how my eyes don't work.
Hmm.
Um, so don't take it personal too much. It's just something that, yeah, does to me. What I do like is the fact that this tree is just kind of straight up, the birch, and that this willow is really doing what a willow is doing, is hanging over. So for this contrast with the two, I really love that. And that's why I think this one is like little rebel. It's pushing against it and it's asking a lot of attention.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand.
But that's nitpicking.
And that's okay. That's why I'm here.
That's nitpicking because I really love the colors, and the feeling that I get is the same as what you say about springtime. And that's awesome. So thank you for that so much.
Thanks for your feedback.
Yeah. All right. Patricia, are you ready? Or Yvonne, maybe you're waiting longer. Yeah. So come out of your mute.
Doe maar hoor, Yvonne.
Good evening, Spain.
Oh, thank you.
Here are my pictures.
Yeah, share them, please.
Okay, I begin with my favorite season, springtime. You see here a moor frog, een heikikker, and the males are blue in this time of year,
Mm-hmm.
just a few days. So spring is for me the beginning of something new. They're making kikkerdrill, hoe heet dat? I don't know, eggs, frog eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And just because this is just a few days, it's about 5 days a year that they turn blue. This is the female, by the way, but the males are blue. I do have a picture of a male, if you want to see it. And that reminds me of spring. Spring is beginning for me with the frogs. Here you
Excellent.
see, these are blue.
Oh, yeah. Okay, where did you learn this?
Yes, just by taking pictures of nature.
Aha, okay, excellent.
Yes, and they are my favorite frogs. Every year I go there and I lie on my
I like
belly.
this picture even better.
Die ogen. Jezus.
So I'm going to lie on my belly and I'm taking a few hours just by these frogs. It's so chill.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's the beginning of spring for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah, but I like this picture way better than the other one.
Okay.
Why? Do you know why?
No.
Who wants to know why?
Er gebeurt meer? Oh ja, er gebeurt.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there is like way more waves in the water, and there is a reflection, and it's not as clear as the other one, which makes it way more interesting to me.
Okay.
And like, are they on top of each other or not? Or are they just swimming by each other? Or is this, it's like giving me the curious look, and it makes me want to look much longer,
Okay.
closer, and yeah, think about it. And what kind of weird color is this water? We know water is also kind of bluish or greenish or
Yes, it's
sandish color. So it's like not clear to me at all. And this is very intriguing as well.
yes, it's in een veengebied, in a moor.
Yeah, all right.
Initially, I thought it looks like something like a table or something.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's in the water.
All these lines. Yeah.
Very new.
So
Very cool.
like just exposed like a couple pictures on top of each other. You really worked on this a lot,
No.
No, but this is why it makes it.
Just lie on your belly and take 550 millimeters and shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's spring.
Yeah,
spring.
I definitely like it a lot better than the other one.
Is dat vrouwtje nou veel groter als het mannetje of is dat gewoon op?
Nee, dit mannetje dat zit eigenlijk meer onder het water. Nee, ze zijn ongeveer wel even groot.
Mhm.
Ja, maar dat komt denk ik ook wel omdat je haar vanaf voorkant ziet. En dat die bek die loopt zo mooi krom. En dat mannetje dat zit meer onder water. Dus je ziet zijn bekje ook niet zo heel goed.
Okay, so this is a her and this is a him. Yeah.
Yes.
Keep pushing him down.
Yeah.
Talk about those things as well. Symbolism. Just whatever story you want to tell. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Okay. I got more. I got old stuff. I went to the attic and I thought there must be something old, and I found this silver can.
Yeah.
Teapot, what is it? And I remember this is from my mother, and I didn't even remember that I had it on the attic. And now it's standing on the table again. I remember when I was a very little girl that I dropped this one, and you can see the dent in here.
Oh, wow.
In the silver.
Yeah.
It's a silver. It's gone totally black.
Mhm.
And yes, I remember that my mother was angry when I dropped it.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, the rest is new stuff. Only the faces of the teapot
yeah.
is old.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so now the story is also about the teapot. If you know, you make,
It could have been a story of my parents as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
But and old stuff. I mean,
And old stuff. Yes,
no, but the
I
thing is that you have the depth of field of just
on the
on
pot.
this pot, you know, that you make
Yes.
it stand out. If it's a still life picture,
Mhm.
then I would have been cross with you the same way as with Yolanda, saying, well, then we love to have in a still life picture almost everything
Mhm.
the same clarity.
Yes.
So we can see everything as well. And so we look from one to the next to the next. And
Mhm.
I mean, still life, that is really as classical as like a Rembrandt is. You know what I mean? This is like the old painters, they had to master it. And I think that we still copy this in a certain way in photography as well. It doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. So this is okay. Because the assignment wasn't make a still life. The assignment to you is like, this is old stuff, and I found something in the attic, and that's what I want to show you. Plus, I want to show you how I blemished it. Yeah. Yeah. So really well, it works really well that the light in the background is just behind as a contrast on the pot as well. So I like that. And that somehow we can look underneath this tray. I like that fact as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the rope, it's kind of weird. Well, because you know, it goes through there and it goes here. It's
Yes, yes.
that's that makes me curious as well. Like, okay, why is that rope there?
Oh yeah, it's always on the table. I usually have here a vase with something in it, and now I changed it for this teapot.
So it's part of your decoration.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Good. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do have one. Oh. My first 5 years is only it isn't me, it's my granddaughter.
Okay.
It remembers me, she's always the funniest one, and she's the clown of the family, and I used to be that too. I was always the youngest of my nephews and cousins.
All right. She's spitting image, yeah?
Yes, spitting images. Yes.
Well, we get to know you here. Good, Yvonne. I like it. Yeah. And it's cool because like in a way they're doing the same thing. Like this zebra is like coming around the corner, even though it's just on her shirt, but it's coming around the corner, has this sunglasses on. And she's kind of also, you know, in the same way with her head coming around the corner with her sunglasses on.
Yes.
Each have something on their funny on their head.
And a little head, yes.
Yeah. So, oh, I love it.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's funny. And then this contrast with these yellow or orange bricks that, oh,
Yes, it's just a mobile photo, but I didn't have my
it
camera
doesn't
on
matter,
me.
but it
No,
works really
it
well.
was the
And
moment.
we feel the sunlight on her face as well. And
Yes,
so it's a happy day somewhat for her as
yes.
well.
Normally she doesn't want to be a model, but for now, for this time,
Yeah, yeah.
but she had to be the clown.
She had to be the clown, but she
Yes.
doesn't always mean to be the clown. I
More.
don't think it's just her.
It's her, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can see you in a different way now, Yvonne. Thank you so Yeah, so this is really symbolical and personal
Yes,
on
it
this.
reminded me of my first 5 years. Yes,
Yeah, an image work.
it's almost 3.
Yeah. I mean, usually, I mean, we can say like, oh, the head is cut off, the hand is cut off, you know.
Yes, I
Not
don't know.
right.
Yes,
But I don't care because it works. The photograph works.
yes, thank you.
Cool. Patricia, it's your turn.
Even kijken hoor. Ik heb alleen maar oude foto's, want ik kon de tijd niet vinden.
Okay,
Maar
okay.
van de week had ik wel het idee, toen liep ik zo 's ochtends. En toen kwam weer dat verse groen door die blaadjes. Het was zo'n grauwe dag dat ik naar buiten ging. Dus toen kwam het verse groen weer. En dan schijnt dat zo mooi door die blaadjes.
Ah, so this is
Wat
about your
ga ik
favorite
maken?
season?
En dan zat ik in de auto en toen dacht ik, oh, dit is een oude. En die heb ik nog.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah. So, but the first sunlight, those sunbeams in the springtime, you really want to look them up and makes you, yeah.
Ja. En zo lekker de warmte van die zon in je gezicht.
Oh. Well, this could be a postcard if you got this already.
Ja,
with-
dat was ooit de bedoeling.
Yeah, well, maybe you should make a collection there. It's nice. Yeah.
Ik heb er al drie kaarten.
Excellent. There you go. You're gonna make your own card set. That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar. Make me think of last week as well. Didn't we look at something with the lighting in a similar way of you?
Nee,
Nee?
I think so. Nee.
Well, then I recognize it as you. Your style is in here, I think.
Nee, want toen had ik met de spiegel, weet je wel, met die.
Yeah, I know, with the mirror, but in a way that, I don't know. I think it's a real Patricia photograph.
Oké.
Ja.
Leuk.
Cool.
Ja, en ik had er nog eentje van het voorjaar. Dat ik dacht, ja, ik woon natuurlijk tussen de tulpenvelden.
Aha.
En dit was ook een oude.
Oh.
Wacht even hoor. Is nou die dinges weg?
We saw it and now it's gone. So do it again. Share again. Yeah, there it is. Wow. So these are the Dutch fields and fields and fields and fields of tulips. Yep.
Dat was een soort pioentulp.
A pioen tulip. Wow.
Yeah.
There's like so many of them. Yeah. So many kinds. Early
Yeah.
morning, Patricia?
Nee, in de evening.
Evening. Because this is the golden hour.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't this sweet? I think you can have this as a photograph on the wall.
Ja, dat
It's
was ook de bedoeling, ja.
Yeah, it's such a wallpaper design.
Ja, ik heb het aan werk aan de muur of zo heb ik het.
You should.
Maar het wordt niet verkocht.
Oh, silly people. Well, you have to promote that as well to, if you want to work. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's a very the colors bring emotion, the short depth of field. It's like these flowers are talking with one another too, or like looking at one another, or this one is really all, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And it's not like you wanted to just have one perfect tulip. No, you photographed it as they were in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was magic to do it.
Magic, and it's a very sweet with these colors, very sweet colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was it.
Well, there you go. See, this is like this is another card as well with the other one. It works together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the color, we talked about color before on that triangle, but also that the horizon is not in the middle, is a bit in the top. And we know how in Netherlands the skies can be. So there are some clouds or maybe some trees in the back, but yeah, it works really well. I love it.
It was all tulips.
Yeah.
And I was low by the ground.
Yeah, you were very low. Mm-hmm. You are the little frog here.
Ja. Ja. Ja, tulpen zijn niet zo hoog.
I love it. What about, does it remind you too of your first 5 years being just as tall almost as these tulips in the fields, or no?
Nee.
Oh, okay.
Nee, toen had ik niet zoveel met tulpen. Toen was ik in de ijsjes.
All right. Anything else?
Nee. Nee, I would like to make some other pictures, but I didn't have the time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing here. And I saw you had some in the chat, some reactions to the other photographs that we shared before. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of Jeff in. He's also here. Let me see. Here it is, and then I can share on Zoom. Okay, we shared it already in the group. And Jeff, can you come online as well? Unmute yourself.
Hey, do you hear me?
Yeah.
All righty, excellent. I don't think you can see me, but you can hear me.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you're, well, we're looking at a picture of a chair.
Yeah.
When you talk about old things, the chair was kind of used as a step stool by my mother. And before her, it was used as a step stool by her mother, my grandmother. My great grandmother had the stool, and she got the stool from a schoolhouse, an Amish schoolhouse. So the chair is really old, I would say. And obviously, it's very small. And when our little niece came over, she needed to stand up on something. So she was also standing on the stool. How I got this from America to here, I'm not sure. I don't even really remember how it happened. But it's very old. And I took the picture right outside in our in the garden, actually.
Right. Okay. Well, what I'm kind of missing here is somebody stepping on it with a foot, so we can really see how big that stool is. You know how big it is, and I guess somehow if we know this plant, Klimop, just a climbing plant, then you can figure it out too. And but otherwise, it's quite hard by not having a reference of a person. Either having children's feet or a foot of an adult. So I think then it would have been a stronger image than what it is now. And I keep looking here at this, what is it? A blemish or paint or something. Did something happen to the chair here?
Yeah, it's a little paint that I got on the chair. I was using it as a step stool as well when I was painting. So yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Well, cool. I mean, Amish, they obviously make very good, they're very good carpenters as well. They work a lot with their hands and they are very skilled carpenters, I think. That it's lasted a long, long time and it's very sturdy.
Yeah, the garage at my mom's house was built by the Amish actually, not too long ago. It'll probably be there for a long time, in fact.
Okay.
The old-fashioned barn raising.
Right.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, it's like now you just made the step stool as in the frame and nothing else. Like here it is. To me, it is more of a picture like if you sell something on eBay or Marktplaats, like, look, this is what it is. This is what you're getting. So to me, it could have been a more interesting photograph if you placed it more along something that we can understand how tall it really is, or according to your story with a step stool, like I said, with a foot on top of it. So it's being used the way you tell me. So yeah, I think the story can be stronger than just you telling me and then what I see in the photograph, if that's okay with you.
Of course.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. If there's anybody else who would like to say something about this, then of course do so. I'm gonna go and see if I can get the pictures of Jan in here because I know he's shared them already. He's not here tonight, but I'm sure he'd like to share some of his work with us. And I found it. Let me open it up to you. There it is. There. Old wood. Not just old, it's stone nowadays. So wood turning into stone. And he's like, this is like from prehistoric even. I believe it's older than 20 million years old, if I read his story correctly. And this is in Indonesia, and I'm not sure if all his pictures are from that place, but he's made and shared a couple of them. And they all look quite different and also with different colors. So I don't think he's made these recently, but also on a trip. If they are made in Indonesia, then he's had them stored on his computer somewhere. And this one too, I mean, we can tell this is wood, of course. And the lines, it's incredible to see this. I'd love to hear more about it.
You can buy tables of it. I love it.
Oh, really? And are they expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Must be very heavy as well, because then it's not just wood. I mean, a wooden table is already heavy, but then it's now stone that's even heavier. Yeah, they're very pretty. So yeah, they're from the Miocene time period. That's really, really old. No people and the dinosaurs had been died 45 million years before already. So, oh, and then it's from Arizona, Madagascar. No, that's even older, but this is, I think, Indonesian. I don't know if he photographed it there, or I don't know. Then I have to fill in. So let me not go there. And let me see, Jan has shared more as well. His season. And he shared a couple photos as well. The springtime. Yeah, I think we all know what this is. Little bird's nest. I think it's from the old year, but yet maybe some birds reuse a nest. So springtime, let's see what else he's got. Interesting in the dunes, interesting trees as well. Almost heart shape, almost. This looks more like old wood. Also, I'm not sure it's stone. I bet you it isn't. And then this is very with different lines. You can look all the way to the end. So he's into his natural photographing. He likes the lighting. He likes to write a book about it, he says, because every image says more than 1,000 words. Well, we need your words to accompany this. Miriam, we did that already. And this one we discussed last year. I think that we've gone through all the photographs. That's excellent. So we can continue to our last part. Let me stop share this. Because of course I need to give you more and new assignments for next time. And I think it's best if I show you in the products. So I'm going to go in there as well. Maybe there is a way of doing it together. Let's see. Then I'm going to start sharing, and I'm going to scroll through the images. And maybe really love to hear about it more. And this is the first card, the first love. I already have made a video and share that with you guys, and maybe it's a really good way of taking this one, since I gave you a bit more hints and ideas with the video. So we can work with that one for the next time, the first love. So watch that video, read the assignment, of course, and see how if you know, you want to go back to your first love, and whether that was in your youth, whether that was during your puberty, teenage times, or even later in life, because it doesn't have to be a first love. I made it also so you can make it your first or a first date. Oh, sorry, here we go. Love date. That's the one. 5 years we just did. Memories, mom, dad, we did. Time lost, old stuff, memory part, we did that as well. And there is scent. This card with a scent is very difficult, maybe, because a scent, it's like, how do you photograph a scent? Well, as a matter of fact, if you are a person who makes perfume, they need to sell that perfume and market perfume. And it's very hard to do because you need to create then something around it. Like the flask has a certain design and a certain feel to it. It has to give an idea of what the scent, how it's created, or what it must mean to somebody to pick that bottle up. And the colors, of course, tell you something. I have taken this photograph of 2 bottles that one has a candle holder in it and one has oil with a wick in it. And the scent I really do not like is when candles and fire gets blown out, because then there's this smoke, and I really hate that scent. So maybe you would think that's, you know, how did you photograph that you don't like that? Well, that's why they're standing outdoors. You might not see that, but this is a window and you can look in. This is so we sit outdoors and we can enjoy this on the outdoors. So yeah, start being creative and think of like, what scent really tells a story to you? What is it that you might like about it? Or how is it that you might, yeah, take a picture that will tell you something and gives a feeling about a certain scent. I mean, I remember like the Calvin Klein scent Obsession. It's kind of a classic. I loved it even before I ever had smelled it because I love their commercial. It's a boy and a girl outdoors on a swing and they're swinging. And I loved swinging as a kid. So to me, that scent had to work well with me. And then when I smelled it in the store, I was so happy that it totally fit a picture that I already had made in my brain, because the scent of almonds is a very soothing and warm scent, and I love it, and it was in there. So to me, Calvin Klein and the commercial for the brand mark Obsession worked. So that would be assignment number 2, that I hope you will do that again. And then I have the travel again because it kind of goes with it. Yeah, you can take a picture of something that you brought back, maybe a souvenir. This is a souvenir with 3 elephants, and it sits outside before a window where you look out on the garden and the yard. And then this is old berenklauw, dried out from the summer when they are done blooming, and they're very what do you call that, poisonous. So it's very careful to cut them and put gloves on, bring it home, and you can have it dried. So to me, it has 2 travel things. It's like summer here, just at home, and this is from far away. I captured 2 moments in one image for me. But it could be something that you did as a child, or that your parents traveled and they brought back to you because, you know, they brought you a souvenir. But every trip oh, I can't point it out, but every trip can have an essence on it that you maybe can capture and see if you can make a picture of that. So those are the 3 assignments I have for next time. There we go. Any questions here or remarks or anything to add? Are you happy? All right. Well, then I'm going to close off this meeting. And thank you so much for you all being here. And I hope I didn't miss any photos that people got sent to me out before or after. Let me see, maybe I did. Yolanda, Miriam, who sent something to me? I did, Miriam. Miriam, I got yours as well, right? Those were the ones. I don't know. Yeah, I think I did everything. Okay, check. Then the next meeting, it's in the email. I don't know by heart. Do we need to mention it again? It is in a week and a half time, and it will be on a Tuesday again. It is April 8th. So let's see if we can have enough more people in it. But thank you so much for all being here, and you know where to find me. So have a great evening.
Thank you, Maggie.
Bye-bye.